Say that when it comes up, say
Yeah,
that.
we just can't do Joe for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I went look at it. He's gonna start cleaning. I said, bro, clean the bench. I'm gonna clean the bench.
He's supposed to come.
He's gonna come. Boy said he was.
My biggest thing with that. What are you gonna put there? Hey, it took a long time for
Hey,
me to
John,
fix
how's
it.
it coming with the
Getting down to order, sorry, it is pretty hard, but everybody's talking. Please repeat for yourself, also the meeting adjourned, please. Pledge allegiance by Mike Rome and a prayer by John Cleveland. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Lord, thank you for the opportunity to gather here this evening. Please be with the mayor, the council, and the chief as they work to move the town forward. As we come up on the season of Lent, we will be hitting Mardi Gras before that. Please let everybody be safe, both in the parades and watching the parades. And Lord, be with us as we go home tonight. Amen.
Thank you. Look over, everyone here. Approve the minutes from February 3rd, 2025 public meeting. Moved by Kip,
Second.
second by Mike. Any questions? No further questions, we're going on. Jody?
All right.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip? Aye. Before public hearing, council consider an ordinance adopt procedures for installing a traffic calming device within the town of Gold Meadow. We're talking about speed bumps. So, it's up for discussion in the audience. And, Bryce, I don't know if you have anything to say before, I see you looking, okay, that's fine. Any comments on the speed bumps? I'll call it the speed bumps right now, okay? We're talking about it here, so,
More of a common thing.
right. So,
We really need speed bumps, and I don't know, my lane there said, I've been fighting for it for 10 years and unable to get it. I don't know, I think they changed the criteria now.
Yes,
Or
sir.
is it the same one? I've got everybody in the lane signed up saying they want them. I don't know what more y'all want me to do, or what criteria we have to look at.
Okay, we'll get with you, Mr. Johnny, and see if you have everything we need.
I'm sorry.
So we'll get with you to see that you have everything we need.
Do I have everything? you need?
That's what it starts.
He's gonna get with
Okay, we're gonna get with you later to be sure you have everything.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't wanna scream at you,
Well,
but,
I can't hear it, so you mean,
I know I got the same problem.
I think we all do.
But, this is the time to talk about it, and, while we're in a public hearing.
There's a certain page limit of thing that you gotta sign, to present. Are y'all approving it tonight, or are we gonna do this?
We're
Yeah.
approving the ordinance tonight.
Okay.
you don't know what exactly it's gotta be done, like it's gotta be a certain amount of automobiles go through, or, that's what the Pharisees.
Percentage, yeah. Can I talk? That and, it has to be a complaint first, which you're probably gonna do. And then, the police department's gonna set up, whatever to monitor the traffic. And then it goes to another step, you make a committee, I'm reading it right, might be jumping the step. Then that committee will decide, and if we do decide on speed bump, to me, the most economical thing is actually asphalt. That you don't have no screws in the ground, you make it wide, it doesn't have to be hard. Just a small little hump, maybe paint it yellow, and if ever you wanna get rid of it, you scrape it off, like that, there's no boulons or nothing involved. From what I've seen in other places, that's the most economic, if it gets to that.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is, as of right now, it's not too bad. You can, at least when they speed through, you can read the number on the trucks and all. Before you couldn't. But once the schools open, in what, 4, 5, 6, 10 years from now, and then when they open up the bridge in 3 or 4 years, There's gonna be more traffic coming through our lane to get to the bank, to get to the dollar store, to get to the 4 lane. I mean, you know, you can do it now, and I don't know what you're gonna prove because there's not that much traffic
Right,
as of right now, but it will once all this other stuff's in place.
okay.
But that's a good
Appreciate-
input.
Appreciate the comments, Mr. Johnny. Thank you.
Mayor, I have a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
It was brought up when we were discussing this over the past 5 or many months. Towns on the hook if a vehicle gets damaged, right?
I don't know all that offhand, you know.
I'd curious, sorry, I'd curious to look into that. Just wondering.
I mean, it would be the same, I would think any liability of the town would be the same as the parish for the ones they install. You know, I think as long as we have an ordinance in place that sets forth the procedure that we have to go through before we install the speed bumps, that helps.
Yeah. I was just kind of wondering because it was brought up and I was just kind of figuring town on the hook, it's a town thing, you know, if someone working down the vehicle.
One other thing, when you saying liability, is that because they go roaring through there and hit the speed bumps and break something?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, whose fault is that?
They
Not the
don't,
town's fault, it's their fault. the
but we
speed
put it
bumps.
there.
You know, I'm not, I don't understand where liability is fault.
We put it there and it's a legal issue, that's why I'm asking this term.
Understand?
Any other questions? Once? 2 times? Mr. Kennedy?
If y'all put speed bumps, can y'all put that in the street, or does it matter where it is?
There's a survey that needs to be done when someone requests us to put speed bumps in the street. There's a survey that needs to be done, Kenneth.
If it meets the
Well, I
criteria.
think it would have to be done on my street, because I live down the street of the school, and we got a blind person next door and a couple
That's
of.
Pierce?
Pierce Street, that's correct, yeah. So, you've been having a lot of cars fly. If you're not doing 45 miles an hour plus, not doing that. But I'm scared that they're gonna hit one of them blind kids next door, or you got a couple of them that's crippled, you know? So,
Right.
just being protective of the other citizens, that's what I'm after.
We'll make a note that you're requesting it, and we'll get back with you. Okay? All right, is there any other questions? All right, need a motion to get out of the public hearing.
I'll move.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Kip. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it. All right, next, council to consider the ordinance adopting procedures for the installing of a traffic device within the town of Gold Meadow. We need to vote on it.
I move that we move forward.
Motion made by Mike,
I'll second.
second by Jody. Again, you had a discussion, so I'll give you another option. Any discussion? No further discussion, we'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? I'd like to make recommendations, get a committee together, Jody, Kip and Connie, do the due diligence and logistic of it and see what the cost is and financially where we're gonna find the money to pay for it, but it's not in our budget this year, so do a little legwork if the council agrees.
The only thing, Mr. Mayor, you can appoint 3 of us, we can't all meet at the same 3 together, so it'd be like a quorum.
You would
Could be
have to-
2.
You would have to notice it as a.
I need to be here.
Okay. Either way, I mean, I'll go back to, Jody and Kip.
You good with that?
All right, we'll vote on it, Jody.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Kip.
Aye.
Connie.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
That's gonna be the budget thing, gonna be one of my issues.
All right, let me discuss that.
We
in-
can discuss it in committee.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mayor, I want to hear it said that, a committee's gonna be put together to go over that, you know, like if he makes a request for it, then we got a committee that's gonna go over that too. You wanna set that committee now?
Up to y'all.
I think there's
I
a
guess
step
we put it on
before
the
that,
agenda
there's
we
a
put it on the
request.
agenda The next meeting to
I
where.
think there's a request, then they put the the devices to see what the criteria for the amount of traffic, then it goes to the committee, I think.
Actually, under the ordinance, you have the request from, you gotta have 65%
Right.
of the people down the street or in the area, and then the council would make a committee, and part of the committee's research is they could potentially put a traffic count out, look at it, and
We'll put on the agenda to set a committee for the traffic violation. I mean, we can add it to the agenda and do it, but I think it'd be better. Carol,
How many streets are involved in this?
probably got 125 streets in town, so I don't know how many are involved, you know what I'm saying? That's a rough figure.
Yeah.
It depends on the residents in the street.
Okay,
Next.
all right, you go ahead, occupational license, we don't have any. Project status report, Mr. John Blizon.
Before I go into my report, Tracy, do we need to do the building permit, for Harvey Golf, the elevation?
That's gonna be there to fix, set it for a variance meeting.
Okay, so
The
we don't have to
next
do
meeting
anything
on
with
the
council right now. Project status report, the North Sewer Treatment Plant upgrade, we finally got that completed, request for removal from the agenda.
You happy with that, Bud?
Yes, sir.
I move.
Second.
Moved by Mike, second by Jody. Any questions? We'll go on it, Jody. Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Kip. Connie. Aye, ayes have it. How about it, John?
Yes, thank you. Sewer phase 7, Terrebonne and Del Brando, is nearing completion. It's still dragging on a little bit. They're fixing the street, I think today, they fixed the street. They still have to put the top and the guts in the lift station in the back. The seawall, we're still trying to get Delta Regional Authority funds on that one. That's also one that we applied for capital outlay funds as matching for the DRA, so hopefully that'll match. The FMA grant, which is Jefferson Street, Oak Ridge Park, Pershing and Armando C. We've been working on that. I brought in some drawings to y'all on set a couple of weeks ago. I brought some more to Mike for Oak Ridge today. It says on here, you need to authorize the opening of a checking account for those grant funds.
Motion made by Mike,
Second.
second by Kip. Any questions? Any questions from the audience? No questions from the audience, we'll go on to Jody.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Kip.
Aye.
Connie.
Aye.
All right, John.
The sewer phase 8, which is Sherman Lane, those, we are out advertising bids on that one. The bids are due March 11th. The sewer lift station on Williams Road, the contractor has begun. He has got most of his stuff in place. He's got to pour the cap to the actual lift station, base of the lift station, which will probably happen next week. So, but he says after that, in a week or so, we'll be finished.
There was a question brought up about the old manhole. Maybe we're gonna pull it out or leave it. What was-
Correct. The contract says he'll pull the whole thing out.
Right.
So if y'all don't have a problem with him leaving the bottom part, we can do that, but that's.
No, I know it came up during the week, that's all.
Yeah, and
The
I
contract-
talked, it came up earlier, actually, a few months ago, and when I talked to you about it, you said you wanted the whole
Everything
thing
pulled
out.
out. We
So
don't
that
want
is what's.
no- we don't want no skeleton on the ground with cojones later.
Correct. That was your,
Just wanna be
that
clear.
was that was your thoughts a couple of months ago, so, yeah. Armand Dalcid, I brought some information on that to Mike tonight, so we should be moving along. We applied for the DOTD permit, we applied for the DNR permit, so we get to that, for the discharge in the bond. New capital outlay requests were made, session starts. Doug, help me. Session starts in mid-April, beginning of April? The chlorine contact chamber was actually brought in on February 6th, so we're gonna get some quotes from the plumbers, and we need to actually move it into place as well. So I know Sal is working on getting that for the back.
John, it's April 14th.
April 14th is the session. We need to print y'all some big copies of the preliminary FEMA flood map, so we can hang up in here for people to look at. The FEMA is we're still waiting on FEMA to send, we need to update the flood ordinance, we're still waiting on that from FEMA, correct?
We received it last Thursday, so we'll look at it and probably put on the next, council meeting agenda to introduce the ordinance.
And that is actually not directly involved with the update of the maps, it's just, we haven't updated the flood ordinance, I think, since the 80s.
On the preliminary maps, is it favorable or not?
Yes, it's favorable. In fact, I'm gonna ask you to pretty much keep what you have. It's that favorable. And then sewer phase 9, we applied for funding in phase 2 of the water sector program. That committee met last week. They voted to move forward with funding, but they haven't told us whether we're on the list to fund yet, so we're trying to find that.
All right. Thank you, John. Is there any questions of the council for John? Any questions from the audience from John? No further questions. Thank you, John. We'll move on to the town manager's report.
The first thing I have is the golf cart, legislation. I know Representative Orgeron was at the last meeting and talked to you all about, coordinating with DOTD early on in the process, so he's been doing that. The guy we're dealing with is, Mr. Cal. We've been working through any issues they might have. We should be seeing in the Daily Comet, an advertisement that he's gonna use this as one of his bills. I might see that it's called an alternate path or alternate transportation path. That's what they're talking about. So that should be advertising soon. Second is the American Legion Monument. I know the active donation was signed there. I don't know what's the update on the moving the monument.
It's in process, you know, we just support that, put it together. We've got a few projects before we get to that. We have to take care of it.
So I think at this point, the donation's done and all the paperwork.
Yeah, it's all done, it's in the town there now. I think we're gonna move it, we're gonna take it on.
Next thing is owner of property at 2606 North Alex Place on Boulevard. He's to appear, they're to appear at the March 5th meeting. This could be our Wednesday meeting after Mardi Gras. And the next two items.
On that one, I saw he did a lot of, we still need to have that on there? I mean,
I talked to him today, and we've all agreed that he's done a lot of work. He put up a fence in the clean, and as far as his trucks, he's using that for storage because his shed got knocked down, and he built his shed, he's using his trucks for storage. So, yeah, I mean, I was told that. If we did.
All right, right?
Okay. The next two items, BC 1029 and BC 1064, those are both demolitions that are already complete. The next step in the process is to give those property owners a notice to be heard. Both of those are scheduled for March 5th. On the agenda, it does say March 3rd, but that's just a typo.
we got it scratched out.
We got it right on the notice. So March 5th, again, that's the Wednesday after Mardi Gras. That would be it. And not on the agenda, but I just wanted to mention again, we just got that flood damage. Keep my mouth shut. It's not good.
Want to add to the agenda?
No, that's fine. We talked about it already. We'll talk about it next week. The flood ordinance.
I learned it from you now.
Yeah, you're right. That's all I
Keeping
got.
you straight,
All right,
right?
any
Thank you,
questions?
Mr. John, you got your hands up?
Let me, right now, golf carts cannot be on the highway. Can anybody answer that for me?
Yes, sir.
No, they cannot be on the highway.
And the LA one, I guess, you follow the law.
LA1, yes, LA1.
Follow the law, they're not supposed to be on the highway.
Well,
If I'm wrong, I'm.
why it was brought to me, guy asked me if I came to meeting and bring it up. He had two of them were in front of him, right down the middle of the highway, 9 o'clock at night.
Well, that's the kind that's gonna mess up things.
I'm
That's the
sorry,
kind of people that are gonna mess up,
Yeah,
a
I
good
yeah, I
deal.
understand that,
but,
if he just wouldn't have been paying attention, he could have easily run into them,
right?
not knowing they were supposed to be there.
I can't let the sheriff, tell them to call the cop,
Right?
call the cop at the end of the middle of the highway.
That's what I
But what
mean.
I'm saying is, he asked a question, right, from the cop, but what I'm saying, Johnny, they don't have the right to be on the highway right now.
Well, they were,
The people like that makes it hard for us to get what we
I
work
agree.
for. Mayor.
I don't know why he chose me, but
Right. Yes, ma'am.
So what's the legislation on the golf carts?
Right. We will, well, we'll go ahead. I'll let you.
The legislation, if it would be passed, it would allow the council to allow use of golf carts on the shoulder of LA one and have regulations in place to cover that.
And it would be more.
No, I don't know.
Correct, well, you would have to, it would only be able to operate on the shoulders, you would have to have a lit vehicle, you'd have to have insurance, there's certain things you would have to have, but then the council could also come up with, whatever regulations, it deemed acceptable.
Similar to what you ran all with $2.
Good? Chief of police?
Police stats, so far for February, we had 38 CFS officers and 12 traffic citations. We asked, for court commission to ride along with the chief officers, for training purposes.
Okay.
Yes, sir?
What?
To me, this is an insult to the police officers. They go to the academy, 6 months they graduate. Why do we need the board commission to sit with them in training? Has anybody seen with you?
Yeah?
Training?
Yes?
Well,
Yes, sir?
but these went to that academy, they graduated with honors.
Yes, sir, I understand that.
So why are they being treated like sections?
They're not, they're being
Yes, they are.
asked. to
Let her answer
train.
first. You had your choice to talk, let her answer.
I'm asking for them to be trained. Any police officer that goes to the police academy goes through at least a 12-week training course with other police officers. These guys didn't do that.
What was the reasoning behind that?
What was the reasoning behind what?
Like them not getting the 12 weeks of?
I don't know, I wasn't here. That was the former chief that did that.
All right, Willis.
They did go to the academy, they graduated from the
Yes,
academy.
they
5
did.
months, 5 months they went, not 12 weeks, 5 months.
Yes, sir. They
How
go
much
to
did
the
they
police
graduate?
academy and then they go through a 12-week training course with another police officer. These guys did not do that. What you say no for?
Michelle, can I,
I gotta write this up,
No, I'm asking you, why are you saying no? You're calling me a liar?
No, I'm just telling you that it was never offered to them, okay?
No, it wasn't. That's my point. So I'm asking for help from another department to come in, trained officers to come in and make sure that these guys understand the rules, understand the procedures, and do everything correctly. That's what I'm asking for, because right now, they are a liability to my department.
Joe, can I, Michelle, always on liability if something would happen with them, maybe it's an attorney question, or is it an intergovernment agreement or something, it all carries the same? Or?
What you mean?
Like if they see her get in a wreck and they get hurt, does it, our insurance covers it? Or?
Yes, our insurance
Okay.
does cover.
But at the same time, they're gonna ask if they have the training.
But I'm not, it's not even about them getting into an accident.
No, I
That's
mean,
the
just,
liability you're talking about.
That's about the liability.
No, but he's talking about if the
If-
board commission is in
if
the
they're riding in the
vehicle.
Oh, if they're
car,
running in the car.
and they get in an accident and the policeman
Yeah,
gets hurt,
they are covered.
we cover it on our
Yeah,
insurance.
they cover it.
You know, you gotta,
I didn't
as a
understand the
council, we
answer
gotta
to the
look at
question.
the town,
Correct,
protect the town.
correct.
Kyle, you had a question? Yeah. Had your hand up, I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on.
need to vote on it.
Mayor, there's
Go ahead and vote on it.
Or-
We need a vote.
Before we vote on it, why can't it be one of our officers?
Which one?
Tristan.
Because
He's back.
Tristan just got hired on too.
Okay. But he had prior experience.
Tristan did have prior experience. The problem with that, Mike, is that there's 2 officers that need to be trained, and Tristan would have to work 24 hours. Like, when would
But
Tristan?
they're not gonna be
have-
both trained at the same time, no matter what.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing? Somebody has to be on the road, somebody is gonna be off. So,
Correct.
in or are we gonna,
Correct. But the thing about it is, in the recent past, we asked the court to come in and do, watch over the town, however you wanna
Right.
say it. I'm gonna say work in the town. And they said, okay, we're gonna come and do that, but we're not gonna write any tickets. So to me, we want somebody that's familiar with the town to do it. Cameron worked for the town for years. I have no problem with Cameron coming in, and Brandon worked too, but that isn't gonna be these guys.
it's gonna be handpicked guys that have been veteran police officers that are gonna come in and just observe. They're gonna be able to write tickets, they're gonna do their job, they're just gonna be observed by these veteran police officers to make sure that they're doing their job correctly.
Make sure they're compensated by us, or they, just the court pay, they come in their own, we gonna be paying them?
We are gonna have to pay them. It's gonna be the same contract as before, $30 an hour.
And we got the money. It's just some questions.
Might not have the money, but we need that, it needs to be done, so we're gonna find the money.
Yeah.
I don't see what's the issue. I
You
mean,
have-
Mike, you're a mechanic, I
you
mean,
have-
do you know everything?
No,
No.
Okay,
but I don't have nobody standing over my shoulder.
it don't matter, brother.
They're not gonna have somebody over their shoulder. Mike, listen to me. Every police officer that goes through the police academy, every single police officer that goes through the academy, sheriff's office, any other police department in the state of Louisiana, you go through 5 months of training through the police department, you get out on the road, they do not put you in a car and say,
But we did,
go do this.
but we did,
That's the
And
other guy
that's
that
the
did that.
problem.
That's the
No.
other guy that did that.
but us too.
Oh.
You too.
We didn't ask,
No,
we weren't asked,
We
bro.
never asked a
We
question.
would never ask that question.
And you
The
asked a
only
question,
reason-
couldn't get an
All
answer.
I'm requesting is that some
Let the
veteran
chief do her
police
job.
officers come in.
I don't
and
wanna,
make sure
I
that
don't,
they're doing
believe me,
their
I
job
don't, I told you before, you got 100% of my support, but I have questions.
And I understand
That,
I mean, like in the-
that's one thing, we never had this before, so we gotta, gotta think of the time.
The res-
I'm gonna answer your question.
The little bit research,
No problem.
sorry, Michelle, a little bit of research I did on this, the one that's 19 years old, there's places he wouldn't be able to be on his own.
Well, I
But
asked
he's
that,
only
I asked
right
that
here.
when we hired, because, yeah, you're right, other places they wouldn't have put them on the road. So I asked that when we
There's
hired.
no other place that-
Exactly, I asked
that's
that, I asked that
why
question
it's
when we
here,
hired.
because
You know, and
Be on the road.
we never had the option we having now, before,
Well, I move we accept that.
and I'll second that.
Moved by Jody, second by Kip, ask for discussion.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So the police officers that we have here, they're still able to tend to our needs as citizens, right? Like, it's just the driving in the vehicles that they can't,
It has nothing to do with driving in the vehicles. It's about following policy and
but
doing
us
the
being,
procedures.
but we're still safe as them being our police officers to tend to us as citizens, right?
Right.
Okay. So it's just getting them more training
Just to get them.
for here.
Correct.
Okay, any other questions? Yes, ma'am? Now you, cuz, hold on, the ladies first. Sorry.
What's the liability that you're speaking of, that if they don't have the right rules?
Just not doing their, not doing their jobs properly.
That, if they could do their job properly, that protects the town also. Because if they do something wrong, the town could be liable.
And I had another question, where has like the police presence been the last couple of weeks?
What you mean by the police presence, man?
Well, I haven't seen them much often.
If I could,
Where do you
Brandon?
live?
I live, near houses, and I leave at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I come home at 4:30. And I would see them all the time.
On the back road?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I am not radar certified, I will be as of tomorrow.
Yes,
So I've been patrolling the neighborhoods more than just riding on the back road.
yes.
We did hire another officer who started Saturday, and he has been on the back road. The 2 other officers who've been working nights, 7 and 7. So they've been around,
Okay.
I think she just got a full crew, she didn't have a full crew.
yeah, and there was 3 of us working.
It's a rough start, but
Yeah,
she's getting,
that
she's
might have
getting,
been
getting.
until you filled in the position. Okay.
Still the same.
Yeah, I have a question. How many officers are gonna have to go through this training? 1, 2? Why not the other 2? The 2
Because
you hire?
the 2 new hires, one of them is going to be working with the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office is going to train her, they're gonna do a full FTO with her. And the other one, he rode with me a few nights and he's good to go.
That's all the question I have.
Okay. We'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Aye. Kip?
Aye.
Connie? You had me going for a long time. Go ahead, chief.
The council considered surplus junking a piece of police unit cage that is missing parts and is no longer needed for a public purpose. I don't know if y'all noticed, there was a cage near the elevator that was just part of against the wall. I asked Sal about it because we were looking for a cage, we need cages for units, and Sal said that's all that was there. He dug and looked for the rest of the parts for it. There's only half the cage there, so it's useless to us. So, we were gonna just junk it.
Recommendation to go ahead and check because it lost the parts.
Yes, sir.
Need a motion on that?
Yes, sir.
I'll move on that.
Motion made by Kip, second by Connie. Any further question? No further question, we vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Aye. Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Okay.
And then the next one is for y'all to consider, approval of the police vehicle outfitting of the white Tahoe and the town Durango. The Durango, we are not gonna put a cage in it, that'll be my vehicle. But we do need to put a radar, we do need, other things in it, the radio, there's no radar, there's no radio. And then, the Tahoe, we need to fully put, there's
I
no.
have a question on that one. Two
Yes, sir.
meetings ago, Kip made a motion, she seconded to sell the Tahoe, and it was a unanimous vote to sell it, so we all want to equip something, we sell.
Okay, so we are not gonna sell it, we decided not to sell it, we need it, there's only
I see.
65,000
Okay,
miles on it.
so shouldn't you access the not sell
To not sell.
first? I'm just asking questions.
Do we need to vote on that not to sell it now, or we can just vote on it?
We can
I
vote,
think would be a proper way.
probably vote not to sell it.
Exactly.
I make a motion not to sell
I
it.
second
Motion by
that.
Jody, not to sell, second by Nancy. Any questions? By the council, questions by the audience? No questions? Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie?
See, you understand, we're gonna cross our T's and dot our I's. Gotta protect it.
So now I'm gonna talk.
I'm doing, and like I told you, I'm probably the only one that's gonna read the minutes, but I know what's,
Let me tell you, when she took over, she started with nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
She needs,
nothing at
I know
all.
she needs another vehicle.
There's only 65,000 miles on it, so we figured it would last us a little while.
But we're still gonna try to get a Durango.
We do need to, what is,
Try.
yeah. We,
Again, they had one in the budget last year, the previous chief didn't order it, so
Four.
it's not, we never got it. You know, the truck was supposed to be equipped, the truck was never equipped.
Y'all been looking around for
Yeah,
something?
he's working on
That 4x4.
I don't see what, that's a must before we
Yeah,
draw it.
since the snow, you gotta have that.
You
We might not have that again, but at least it's something.
I never put my truck in four-wheel drive, and just fuck out.
it. All right.
Yeah,
Let's move
well,
forward.
Well, then I'll motion to get that.
Motion,
To outfit the Tahoe and the Durango?
oh, it's in the budget, huh?
Yes, sir.
So we're not,
We
we're
don't have a
on
motion
already.
then.
Okay, I'm just
Right, we don't
saying
have-
that
Right,
it's already in the budget.
okay.
And then the last thing is for y'all to consider, accepting a donation of police vehicle cage from the Greater Food Court Commission.
I move to accept that.
It is a cage for the white Tahoe.
There's a motion made by Jody, second by Connie, to accept the case from the Port Commission. Any questions from the council, any questions from the audience? Guess none comment, I gotta get thanks thank you for the Port Commission for helping us with it.
Yes.
So, if no other question, we'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie?
Aye.
All right, chief. Old business, Hurricane Ida. Mac?
How many officers do we have now?
Right now, as
Excluding the one that's sick or still off?
Okay, now we have 5, 6 with me.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Hurricane Ida repair, the following projects have been obligated to receive funding with.
Good. We need two that need training of the,
No, we have one that's in the academy right now. I have one that is starting, Wednesday, that will be going into training with the sheriff's office. And,
but I'm saying the one, with the one in the academy and the one that's starting, you're gonna have two that's gonna have a ride on.
yes, sir.
And that don't mean they can't do their job just because they got a ride on.
All right, we'll move forward, old business, Hurricane Ida repair, the following projects have been obligated to receive funding with a work completed deadline for February 28, 2025. Big electrical box at the pumping station project completed, request removed from the agenda. Need a motion?
Move.
Moved by Mike,
Second.
second by Kip. Any questions from the council, any questions from the audience? Now we're going to Jody.
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip? Connie?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, street signs completed, waiting on one caution sign, south end of Golden Meadow. Senior
Yes.
citizen? Yes, sir.
One on that one. We, all the signs in it, but we still have some that's twisted. Are they
No.
taking that too, or that wasn't part of the
That was
project?
that was after the project. After it's all over, we'll have to go back and do another survey and,
Okay.
you know,
I
some
know
people.
like in the back of, Ormond Street there, the stop sign, you can't even see it.
Right, so we're trying to finish this project, and we're gonna do a survey and go fix them. I mean, people hit them and they knock them down,
Yeah.
I mean, they don't record it or that. So senior citizen craft building, 50% ruling request. Next FEMA call scheduled for the second 18/25. So swimming pool, pump house building, swimming pool, bathhouse building, for possible alternate projects. Next FEMA call was scheduled for 2/18/25. Parish request bid the first quarter, 2025 to repair asphalt, Ridgewood Boulevard, and Deuce Drive. Avalon taxes, inventory taxes, NEM is included in the governor's tax package to be decided by the statewide voters in the spring election. If it's possible, it will become a local option to be decided by the voters of the Coos Parish, requesting removed from the agenda. Moved by Kip,
Second.
second by Nancy. Any
Trying to give her
questions?
a check.
Question from the council, question from the audience. No question, we vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie?
Aye.
LGA application 2024-2025 sidewalk repair between Dusek Street and Perkins Street, waiting on award sometime in September of October 25. Number 5, accommodation procedures for South Central Planning. Tom.
Before we go back to number 2, you heard anything about them streets when they might get the bids to repair them? Cause that, but Ridgeway is getting worse and worse.
I can, we can get an update for you during the call.
I talked to her to get that going.
I'm passing that, I mean, it's bad.
On the very north end, if you
Yeah,
pass the
if you
road,
pass and you hug the grass, it's bad. But you got that big dump truck, should I say garbage truck that passes in there, I think they treat almost every day.
well, if
and
they
big
fix
garbage.
it, it'll cover it. They fix it.
Just see it. And it's whatever line underneath it goes, I mean, it's
That
on
was
there.
the sewer line that passed.
That was 3
Yeah.
items ago, fellas, we need to move forward. Okay,
Can
Tom,
get
we
a
good?
bid skip.
All right, first property is BC 1067. This property had been condemned, with the property owner having until this date to repair or demolish. The structure, our CEO has an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. There have been no changes since the previous inspection, so it is my recommendation to proceed with the condemnation.
So, Mr. Mayor, the next step would be the council considering whether it wants to
What's the wish of the council?
Well, and that's a shame, man, that house could be repaired, that's a brick home. They
Well,
don't wanna repair it, you know, what can you do?
not a building inspector, so,
I'm talking about the owner.
I'm just saying, I
You could
know.
have had the means to do it.
I'll move and take the next step.
Motion
He
made
was
by,
going with,
payments.
I know, but
torn down.
that's what
He
he
is
is, but nobody's here to say it.
we're just
you know.
following the steps,
It's-
okay.
It's hearsay, but at the same time, we need to go through procedures in case it doesn't happen. We'll not just start over again like we did in the other ones. So there's a motion made by Kim,
Yes, sir.
need a second? Second one time, second two times, second three times, failed, not having a second. So,
Can we verify that there's payments being made?
I didn't hear about that, what are y'all talking about, payments?
You've been talking with the.
Seriously?
Ben Hotan, he
Yeah, I know,
made-
I know, I'm
Yeah,
talking
like-
about, I hear about the payment being
Yeah,
made.
sorry.
you know what I'm saying?
He's made several payments to a contractor. I know he's still trying
To,
to
to
get.
tear it down, or?
Yes, yes. He's still trying to get some stuff out of the house, but he was made aware that the process would continue.
He was aware that the process would continue.
Well, my thing is, Mr. Tom is asking to follow the procedures. This is going off the bid, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Ain't
We've
nothing
done
yet
that
we
for
done
everybody
in the
else,
past.
and we're not gonna tear somebody's houses before we vote on it. We actually for bids to where, if this don't follow through, we don't have to go back and go through. We did that for everybody else.
Since we made that vote already, can we go back or it's too late now?
No, it's not too late, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna say we're tearing down this house.
Just
on this
continue with the
motion here,
process.
But it's the, follow the procedure of what Sergeant McMahon is doing. I say, in a month from now, well, the contractor's not gonna do it. So we have to go back, you know, we have to go back.
So he
I mean,
don't
We
contact you
all
no more?
voted, everybody voted to do that in the past, you know what I'm saying?
I know at one time he had contact, but he don't contact you no more? talk to
No,
you?
I mean, he's a good guy, I mean, I understand his situation, I mean, right, I mean, someone from his family should have been here to say this, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hearsay, I mean, you know, Tracy hears it, I hear it, but it, you know, they should be here themselves. You know, he can't, but he has someone that can. That's just my suggestion. Not saying that we're tearing down his house, but we wanna get prices.
So did you say 3 times yet? Or you was on 2? You was on 2, I must say.
I can't tell you if it's 2 or 3.
How about we start over?
But,
now?
we can start over again, you know what I'm saying?
I'll make the motion that we follow the same steps like we did for everybody in the past.
I said,
There's a motion by Gabe, second by Connie. Okay, any further questions? Any further questions, go on, Jody,
All right.
Nancy,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Skip,
Aye.
Connie, aye,
Next property is BC 1068. This property has been condemned and demolition bids awarded. The demolition completion date is this date, and our CBO has an
This was a follow-up inspection. The structure is completely torn down, but all debris needs to be removed from the site.
right?
So this is a question here. The contractor that the bid was awarded to went in and fulfilled his part of the contract by demoing and removing the structure. The homeowner had brought other materials onto the property. That was not part of the original bid.
That's the 112 North Main.
Yeah.
So you have to start another process for that debris?
No, I think this is something, now we gotta do something.
So the owner was gonna attempt to
Yeah.
make repairs, so they
Right.
brought materials onto the grounds to do that, but never finalized it. The council awarded the bid, the contractor went out, demoed the house, but there's still materials that was not part of his
And
original bid,
rebranded.
separate from the
But
demo.
the house that was demolished has been removed, that debris has been removed?
That debris had been moved, what, the wood that the property owner brought and the trees that were cut wasn't part of the dumpster.
So that should be a totally different process.
If,
I agree, but again, the building inspector didn't report like he
Joey, if the trees, if he cut the trees himself, he could put that curbside.
Right.
You gotta pick that up. I'm not gonna call out Daniel on that, but I mean, it's regular
But-
trees like they've been picking up.
Okay, let's deal with, taking it off the agenda, because we completed.
No, this
So,
will be
so it's
heard.
been completed, I think they wanna keep it on the agenda, so clean purposes and so forth. If they-
Okay, that's fine. But, we need to send the property owner a letter, like,
If you're on the down and out, or to clean up the trees
yeah,
and
we're,
the sign and all
we're,
that
we're
stuff.
gonna send it, right, you know what I'm saying? Tom?
Yes,
Tom
sir.
can send it.
We'll get the town's attorney, our boss, and he'll start putting all that.
Right.
All right, DC 1063, this property has been condemned. The restore contractor is to give an update as to when the demolition will begin. And our CBO does have an update on the property.
This was a follow-up inspection. There have been no changes since the previous inspection, so it is my recommendation to proceed with the condemnation.
Property owner, Mike?
And there should
We-
be
we-
updates in
There's a
everyone's
couple of-
folder.
Yeah, we had at the last meeting, I was supposed to get some information. I did talk to the guy. I did talk to Jerry today. She was supposed to call him, but she couldn't come because her daughter was sick. Did she talk to you about that? Andy?
You did not.
And he did tell her, which I said last time, that they are gonna get the money to tear it down, it's gonna take time. And I think we
Got
want,
it,
we
yeah.
wanna, update every meeting, every month, so. You got some more information?
Yeah, Alwyn, did send me a email that I asked him to send to you guys, that I should be hearing, something by 28 from the construction, a new construction case manager, to do the walkthrough. Because everything that I was sending to, Joni, and then I came to town hall and gave papers as well. So the process of me signing papers and everything, that is completed. So now I'm in the next step of doing the walkthrough, which I think it's basically initially saying, this is gonna be like the floor plan or whatever, so have you. So I guess whenever they call me to set up the walkthrough is when they're gonna give me the date of when they're actually going to start. But I do have that email, I don't know if he had sent it, I can forward
We
it.
have that.
You mean just start to tear it down?
Yeah, I just, I
So you
gotta
called
wait
that
for-
guy and gave you his
All,
number?
yeah, I have the, email, so I asked him to send it, to y'all or whatever, but I should hear something by the 28th. He said if I do not hear something by the 28th, to call him directly.
I guess I spoke too soon again, but you had the email in there.
You need to slow down.
You gotta hit the hammer, bud.
I mean, like,
I'm gonna break it.
my only
If
concern.
you hit me in the head, you're gonna break it.
My only concern with this one, I mean, yes, I want you to get a house, hope everything works out well for you. They're doing some work on that house to the north. I don't know how much or what, if it's just a porch or what, but I went down and look at this one today. It's pretty bad with hurricane season around the corner. You know what I mean? Big time, but you remember, Nancy, you remember when the guy in the Louvier Lane tore down those houses, and then it was across from John and all house, and we had this storm come? Kind of same deal, we have looking at this, I'm sorry. But, you know what I mean? That's where I'm, that's
Wait and
that's
see
how I'm
when they're
looking
gonna
at
tear
this.
it down. When you're gonna hear when they're gonna tear it down,
That's-
if they tearing
yeah.
your house down.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
they're gonna be tearing it down and rebuilding new one, but like I said, the email did say by him, if I don't hear nothing by the 28th of this month, to call him directly. So I'm guessing so he can speed up, the process of getting the contractor out there. But that's the date that he gave me, to hear something from back from the contractor.
I
And
think
if
it's,
y'all have that email, I can send that.
We have.
I think it's gonna be torn down before hurricane season. Hurricane season not till June 1st, so you gotta know.
Technically.
Okay? And the wishes of the council?
I'll move to continue the process. I don't know, we need to give a certain date. That you wanted that update in the next meeting or something? Every
Agreed
meeting?
to do a Some monthly monthly- update.
Yeah,
We
monthly
agreed last
update.
meeting
You
to
lost
do
your
a
30
Didn't
days?
we agree on a monthly
monthly
update?
I'll
update.
make a motion, we give 30 days.
I thought it was Monday update,
You
we
don't
agreed
It's
on.
a
Well,
monthly
it-
update is what we
It'll
had
be the
last
second meeting, I think.
There's a motion made by Jody, to give him 30 days,
I'll second.
second by Connie.
I said I didn't think they needed a motion because it's on there already.
It's on there
Every
already?
30 days. We didn't need a motion last time.
Okay, we just
To
need,
update
all right,
every.
thought I updated.
You got an update 217, but you give an update right now, so.
On the 10th.
what did we agree?
Monthly or every meeting in that meeting?
I think we had said every month, every month, what's the
I don't know
month?
if that was clear, it was monthly, I think, it was every meeting.
Okay.
Both of them were said, but I don't know if we. I said, she had this on the tenth.
All right, well, Bryce,
So we just wait?
Do we need,
The second meeting in March would be March seventeenth. If y'all already, y'all could continue just asking her to come back on the monthly,
yeah,
to provide updates. Have we issued a condemnation order?
yes,
Maybe even one.
Yeah.
So at this point in the process, we could technically give a notice of demolition at any point. So if the council just wants to hear, every month or every meeting, whatever it decides, to give her an opportunity to provide an update.
right. Give it another month, give it an update, that's what I need
that's
to vote
that's
on.
good. So we're gonna do-
Sorry?
Need them to make a motion in a second.
It wouldn't hurt to vote on, even though we've said in the past, give monthly updates, it doesn't hurt to.
I move to give the monthly update on the second meeting of next
March 17th.
month.
And I'll second that.
Second by Nancy, any further questions from the council, questions from the audience, no questions from the audience, Jody,
All right,
Nancy,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Kip,
Aye.
Connie,
Aye.
ayes have it, okay.
All right, DC 1054, this property has been condemned, and the owner has until this date to repair and demolish the structure. The CBO has an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. More progress has been done to tear down the structure. The progress should continue until the entire structure is torn down and all debris has been removed from the site. The owner was present during my inspection today.
So, Mr. Mayor, I guess my recommendation would, give until the next meeting, which is June 5th. He's in the process of tearing it down, unless y'all let us go out with this.
I move that we give it to the next meeting.
Motion made by Mike to give the
I'll
next
second.
meeting, second by Connie, any further discussion? From the council, from the audience, if not, Jody,
all right.
Connie,
Nancy, aye.
Nancy, I'm sorry, Mike,
Aye.
Kip,
Aye.
Connie,
Aye.
ayes have it.
DC 1036, this property's been condemned. The owner has until this date to repair or demolish the structure, and our CBO has an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. No noticeable changes have been made since the previous inspection, but the owner did call me today to let me know that the installation of the siding and windows should start by next week.
I move we give them 30 days.
Move by Jody, give him 30 days,
I'll second.
second by Nancy, any questions? No questions from the council, questions from the audience, no questions from the audience, we'll go on it, Jody,
All right,
Nancy,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Kip,
Aye.
Connie,
Aye.
ayes have it.
DC 1072, this property has been condemned and demolition been awarded with the contract demolition complete date set for February 28th, 2025. The owner is to give an update on the status of the property this day that the owner is here.
Yes, sir.
As I said before, I was under doctor's care. I just got put on light duty. I have pictures. I have started on the house. I can approach you. This is the part. This is the part that was sagging down. I just lift it down, and put it back wall on.
I'll wait by and see
that, what you tore down, you're not building it back, right? You're not putting that back.
the house.
No, I'm not putting it back.
That's what was,
I'm putting the back wall up, I'm gonna start putting the shingles back up, and eventually, I'll get them settled. But right now, I am on light duty. I mean, it's gonna take me a little while, because I do gotta go back to work, I'm moving everything, but I am in progress. I am making effort, and I'm gonna continue making, I'll grab 3 days a week, and I work on the house, and
Joe Pro, you,
But he-
what you tore down, you're gonna clean that up starting tomorrow, though? Like
Yeah,
you
that
said.
could be cleaned up tomorrow, it just, I started tearing down and everything that tore down, like the aluminum siding and all, I got stacked in different piles, and I could use it to patch up what's missing of the original house. And then we're gonna take the roof off, refelt it, reshingle it, take the windows, I got brand new windows in the house, I got to replace the whole windows. I bought everything to do it, it just like that. 2024 came in there. We're going, it did.
I went by, he's got all his material in there, just like you say, we got his windows,
I
he's
got
got
it.
plywood,
Yeah.
he's got.
I got everything, it just, under doctor's care, I couldn't do nothing, but I'm on light duty right now, and light duty, heavy duty, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to save it.
I'll give you that, Brad, you cleaned your gas, I mean, yeah, you teared it down, but the portion all's clean, there's no more, like, guess you can see the front yard, that's all cleaned
Just,
up.
just the back part really
I know.
tore down.
That's what I'm getting
But
at.
the part that, like, the back part, that need to be come down, cause
Right.
it was, when they built it, they didn't tie into no structure, they just nailed it to the house and it just fell.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I tore down before a kid was playing there and gets it.
Okay.
So,
So,
I am making effort, and I'll continue making
So
effort.
Donnie, how much time do you think you're gonna need?
Like I said, I'm, trying to go back driving, because I ain't working so long, but
30 days?
I'll make plenty of progress in 30 days.
Make a motion, we, give him till the second meeting in March.
all right, there's a motion made by Mike,
I had a question first.
second,
Did he go by the house? And
Yeah.
Did he say anything about it? Like what would be the best thing for him to go forward to? Is there
Well,
anything we?
I didn't know his
did?
intentions, so I can
Okay.
read you my report. This was a follow-up inspection. The rear section of the house that was in danger of collapsing is now mostly torn down. The entire structure should be torn down unless they're trying to salvage and renovate the front part of the structure. If that is the case, then an immediate renovation would need to take place.
Yes, sir. And that's understandable. Like I said before, I was under doctor's care, right now I'm on light duty, but I'm gonna do my damnedest to do everything I can do. I mean, the foundation underneath the original house is still good, which I got a video I can show you.
No, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that was bad, but all this, I saved everything that was on the back part to replace the pieces that are missing right here. But all, the house is on all the blocks. In the front, it looked like it's on the ground, but when whoever poured the cement, like up here, they poured it all the way against the house. Why they did that, that's the stupidest move I've ever heard anybody do.
Just one motion.
But it's,
okay, there was a motion made by Mike
that's
for
the
30
part I'm talking
for
about.
30 days.
That's the stupidest
Nancy, you
thing
got
I've
your
ever
question
seen
answered?
somebody do.
Need a second?
Second.
Second by Jody. Any further questions? No further questions? We'll vote on it. Jody? Nancy? Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it.
Aye.
And thank y'all for tolerating and putting up with me.
Okay,
So March 17th, we come back March 17th and give an update.
I'm gonna get work, but I'm gonna walk over the door. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Next property is BC 1073. This property is scheduled for condemnation during this date. However, we have been unable to effectuate service on the property owner. We'll have to reschedule this, and we're going to request the appointment of an attorney ad hoc in order to get notice to owners. We don't know where they are,
Thi-
and they're otherwise.
Jackie's here, Golden.
This is the one that has no road to it. This is the one.
This is that, yes, I think the backside of it is.
She's here.
Someone's here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
My name's Jacqueline Hoffman. The family, it's family land, and it's a tract from LA one to 3235, except for the last property. I'm seeing that, y'all have it listed under Anderson Warren, which is my grandfather, when in fact that is incorrect. The sold to Michael Nelson, which is my cousin. And, I just wanna be sure that my grandfather's estate doesn't get charged for any, tearing down or, you know,
I guess they got,
So, man, what I would request is after the meeting, we're almost done, if I can get with you. The normal problem we have is our records in the courthouse reflect, well, who we have as the owner. Not that it didn't take place, perhaps it just didn't get filed, but I will get with you in about 5 minutes if I can, and we'll get that part straightened out.
So,
but I do wanna say that I totally agree that it needs to
Yeah,
get torn
it's-
down. It's
so
very
to
dangerous. They
move
have
forward, if her information don't help, I'll make a motion that we hire a backup.
Motion made by Mike,
I'll second that.
second by Kip.
And man,
children.
someone may be interested in buying that property.
Yes.
Okay, so you know
My
you
neighbor.
are
Yeah, my neighbor.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Any other questions? No further questions from the audience? Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it. All right, Tom?
Okay, BC 1065, this property has been condemned and a demolition bid awarded with a contract demolition date completion of April 3rd, 2025. Our CBO does have an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. There is an excavator and dumpster on site. They started tearing the structure down and should continue until the entire structure is torn down and all debris has been removed from the site.
that was as of today, you see that? I didn't see that. They must have put that late.
Good afternoon.
Next one is BC 1066. This property has been condemned and demolition bid awarded. I don't have the contract completion date identified yet, but our CBO does have an update.
This was a follow-up inspection. There have been no changes since the previous inspection, so it is my recommendation to proceed with the condemnation.
Okay. Recommendation from building inspector. Need a motion? Moved by Kip.
Good, though, right? We've
Yeah.
already-
Yeah.
we already
Since
have
the
a
bid was
contract.
awarded already.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You got it.
we're just waiting for the notification to be given to the owner that the demolition will be taking place.
All right. All right.
Then finally, BC 1071, this property is scheduled for a condemnation hearing on March 17th, 2025.
All right, thank you, Tom. Doing your group, appreciate you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
Here, we'll deal with this matter later. You can be excused.
Thank you.
All right, new business, council consider authorizing the mayor to execute a maintenance agreement including mooring and littering pickup and with DOT on the back roads. Need a motion?
I move.
Moved by Jody,
Second.
second by Connie. Any questions? Yes, Jack? They cut the side in the middle, yeah. We got a contract with DOT.
Anyone to fix the bridge?
Good one.
No sour knows the one that cuts the grass, so we don't have to worry about that.
There's no other comments, we need a vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it.
Good one.
Council consider approving the January budget actual finance statement.
I'll move on that.
Move
I'll
on, Kip.
second.
Second by Nancy. No further questions? Vote on it. Jody? Aye. Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
Aye.
Connie? Ayes have it. Councilman, Connie, discuss the town of Willamette first annual Easter egg hunt to be held on Saturday, April 12th, from 1 to 4. All right, Connie, good job. Mr. Beer, I'm sorry. I didn't know you
So we decided to have an Easter egg hunt on April the 12th, and we really hope it's a big success. I'm really excited. All the people working with me are excited, so I hope y'all get excited. Bring all y'all kids. No kids come anyway.
Is it gonna be at
They,
the park?
they're gonna have
The
some,
park.
they're gonna have
At
some,
that park.
No sign, but.
Oh, no song. You actually the song.
I got one
Which is
thing.
a great idea. Okay.
If I could, can I add something?
that. Yes, sir.
Where you having it at, but, where at in the park? In other words, you might wanna talk to Sal Norton not to cut the grass right before
Yes,
you,
yes.
to let it go a little bit.
We talked
And,
about
That's
That's how we used to do it back in the
We
day.
had that, we
Yeah.
had our.
Oh, y'all got that covered?
It's the
It's in
clover, not the
discussion.
I wasn't at that meeting.
No.
All right, that's all.
I got to say,
I should've known. I should've known.
All right, council consider requesting a structure inspection for the property located 2307 North Bayou Drive in Golden Meadow, owned by Ryan Group. Need a motion?
Except for when Lacey would always complain about the fact.
Yeah. I mean, I went and looked at it, I mean,
Did
yeah,
anybody
the
talk
siding's
to the local-
gone and roofs and,
Did anyone talk to the Ryan to see what his,
Well, we're just sending him a letter to see what his intentions,
what his intentions
and send the building inspector, I mean, we're gonna treat him just like we treat everybody else.
We always put structural inspection, the actual structure. You just look from the room like you do and see.
Do that
Yeah,
for
look,
free.
I mean, I don't think he goes inside, but he does, that's what we call a structural inspection.
Somebody made a motion.
are? Not yet. We're talking-
And that's me, I mean, I would invite the day, I mean, the siding's hanging and this and that, but I mean, I don't think he needs a structural inspection. I mean, I don't have a problem sending him a letter to see what his intentions are.
yeah, cause I mean, in the past, we've only been worried about the outside, not the inside, securing the outside.
Outside the
That's-
structure.
Yeah.
Well, then, I'll make the motion that we figure get him to figure out what he wants to do.
You want the building inspector to go, or you wanna ask him what to do?
I'll go with the way it's worded. Unless y'all have an objection with
You
that.
make a motion on that? We've been doing this for
To go
years.
like it is, you
Why
talking
are we
about?
changing,
Or to get
why are we
them-
changing course? All of a sudden, we've been doing this,
Second.
100-something houses.
I second.
I mean, you made a motion?
Yes.
Made a
Okay,
motion.
second by Jordan. All right, any further discussion? Now we'll vote on it. Jordan?
Aye.
Nancy?
Aye.
Mike?
Yeah.
Kip?
Alright.
Aye. Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, here, I gotta look
Well,
at
Well,
that-
what is that motion now, to send him the letter or to do the?
To inspect it. Now, in that inspection, we can also summon him to come.
Well, we're not inspected.
No,
This
they
guy here is a professional. That's why we hired him.
I would like to hear what he's gonna do to the house too.
Yeah,
Can we
we're
summon
gonna,
him to
then he's
come
gonna
here?
come to the meeting, he's gonna tell us what he's gonna do to the house. That's what we did to everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, it happened. Okay. Any other business be brought up before the council?
I got something,
All right, go ahead.
probably need to be, one would need to be added.
You wanna add that then?
Yes.
Okay, you wanna add,
Got some complaints about a vehicle on the side of the road all the time.
okay?
Uh,
There's a motion by Kip to add, abandoned vehicle beside the road?
I wouldn't say it's abandoned.
Okay,
but
I'm putting words in, go ahead, sorry.
Wouldn't say it's abandoned, but it's on the sidewalk and it's right next door to the house we just.
I
talked
second,
about.
I second.
I got a couple of complaints, the house just to the
Wait,
south.
wait,
Oh,
wait.
my bad, I gotta move, I'm sorry.
There's a motion,
Gotta ask
second
the
by
audience.
Kip, by, Jody, audience, got any questions? One, twice, three times, we'll vote on it. Jody?
Aye.
Nancy? Mike? Aye. Kip?
Alright,
Connie?
Aye.
okay, well, got a couple of complaints, I see it a lot. Black Moji, the house just to the south, I wanna say it's 2305, they got on the roof, on the field. I mean, yeah, they got containers in the door, this and that, but they park on the sidewalk, I complain about it, so I'm bringing it up.
No, they're not supposed to block the sidewalk.
No, I don't think so, no.
All right, Chief, can you look into that tomorrow for us?
Wednesday, I will.
Okay. You good with that, Kip?
I'm good with that.
Yep.
I mean, it was part like that today, I'm sure there's gonna be again the next go round.
All right. All right.
And then also, I'd like to kind of give our new chief props in a way, because I like talking with people in town, like, I'm not seeing people walking on the side of the road late at night, seeing that we had a really intense discussion earlier. I'm not seeing much people walking on the side of the road at night, and I see people on bicycles. You know, I mean, there is a presence in town again, front road, back road. Contrary to what some people may think, that's what I'm hearing, and I'm just relaying what I'm hearing and seeing myself.
Okay. I concur.
Thank you, Chief.
Josh.
Anybody else?
Yes, I
Okay.
have some of that.
What you wanna add?
Do you wanna add this to the agenda? There's an email that I got, after the agenda was made, so if you wanna,
Okay, what is it? Subject.
it's about putting a microchip scanning station at our facility.
I'll move she add that to the.
There's a motion made by Jody to add it to the agenda,
I'll
second by
second.
Kip to add it to the agenda, audience once, any question, audience twice?
What was that again?
Microchip scanning center, like if you lose your dog.
We're gonna put that in people?
I said dog, I said.
Well, you said my dog.
You hadn't got it right here in your phone. I have not got it right
Oh, yeah, they're already going to you.
You mean for animals? What's the microchip?
You all right now?
Hey, I'm fine, as long as it's not.
Okay. So go ahead and vote on it, Jody. Nancy. Mike.
Aye.
Kip.
Aye.
Connie. Ayes have it. All right, go ahead.
So Friends of Lafourche Parish Animal Shelter sent me an email requesting our consideration of placing a do-it-yourself microchip scanning station at our facility, which would be here at the town hall. This is what it would look like. So if somebody finds a dog that might be microchipped, they would come scan it, and they would find the owner.
And that's free of charge?
It is free, so they're gonna come with it, it's just gonna be here, because it's centrally located, they know it's gonna be at the town hall, and people can use it.
So animal shelter pays,
So Johnny, you wanna come get a chip? We could chip it.
Bring it back if you get lost.
All right, good. Need a motion to approve it?
I move.
Moved by Mike,
I'll second.
second by Nancy. Any questions?
So if someone finds a dog, you'd have to bring it over here and
If it has a.
If it has a chip.
If it has a
If
chip,
it
it
has
would,
a chip.
it would come up that it was chipped and you can find the owner.
Have to put one on Mike.
And,
Okay, we'll vote on it, Jody. Nancy.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Kip. Connie.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Any other business, Rob? If not, we'll go into audience comments. No audience comments?
So Lorraine.
Oh, no, I
Oh,
mean,
you
from
did?
the board, we said we were gonna do that for you.
Mr. Mayor, Board of Council, on Couche Parish Council met on February the 11th, recently. And there was an opening on the 911 Communications Board. And Mr. Reggie Pete served the town for a few years. And he decided to step down. He came up on February the 8th. And the town recommended that they put Michelle upon, and the council voted unanimous. So you on the board.
I put the
The
oath in your
911?
door today.
Okay, all righty. Any other comments to make? If not, we need Kyle.
Mr. Mayor, Council, I'd just like to ask, there's, recently, as of last year, nonprofits started being charged to use the park facilities as everyone else would. And as Mike or anyone else that in a nonprofit in the past, that's been given free of charge to nonprofits that serve our community. Now, I'm not opposed to that. I feel that we use it and dirty it just as anybody else. If we're having a large event, that we should pay our $200 and help the town maintain that facility. But I kind of also ask for a little bit of leniency, and I hate to say kind of make it sound standoffish, because I'm not intending like that, but some common sense on some of these events, like for my parade coming up this Sunday. Only reason I asked for the pavilion is for use of the restrooms for my people lining up before the parade. So I just kind of wanted to get the council's opinion on that, and yours, Mr. Mayor, and we'll just kind of ask for a little bit of leniency in that regard.
All right, good. Any comments from the council? All right. I'll look into it.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you pay your $200.
As of sometime last year, yes, that is
What function was that for?
well, we hadn't paid it yet. but I was informed that we would be.
But what, you said you paid in the past.
Well, I was speaking in terms of other nonprofits.
Which are nonprofits?
So in October, we paid $200 for the park pavilion,
For what?
for our Rotary, shrimp ball, but we did not pay that to the county. A little girl had rented it for her wedding, and we wanted her date, so we bought her out.
Okay.
That's what we ended up
That's what it was. Well,
doing.
I'm sorry on that
So it's
part.
still-
I know Renata had told you otherwise, but yeah, that's.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
And
that was my
the
misunderstanding.
town had never charged us.
Thank you. We'll look at it, look into it. Mr. Johnny?
I just wanted to thank the chief and the council for looking into my little problem I had on my back property. She came over there, she contacted the people and got a timeline where they'll come and repair the damage. So, thank you.
Cool. Okay. All right. Good job. Okay, any other comments? No other comments, we need a motion to adjourn.
I move.